Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be reacting to some really unpopular opinions on the Hunger Games trilogy, which, if you don't know, is my favorite trilogy, some of my favorite books of all time, so this will hurt. I got this idea from my friend Brittany from Brittany and Books. Go subscribe. She sent out a tweet about unpopular opinions for Harry Potter, and I thought I could put a twist on that with the Hunger Games, just because I love the Hunger Games so much, and I'm sure a lot of people have some unpopular thoughts about it, and I knew it would probably hurt and be maybe entertaining to see me react to some of these terrible opinions, because I've seen some of them on Twitter and it hurts, and I am going to react to them for you. We have Katniss here, still obsessed with this pop. I can't believe I haven't still to this day, and my whole Hunger Games shelf is, oh, I'm like really short today. It's like up there. Whoa. Oh my god, you can't even freaking see it. Why am I so short today? I'm shook. Like, everything about this video, like, is completely, like, lowered for some reason. Sorry. I'm super nervous to see what people are about to say, but I'm ready. So the first one that I see here is one from my good friend Julia from Arita's World. Go subscribe. And she says, Madge and Katniss should have been endgame. And if you haven't read the Hunger Games trilogy, you wouldn't really know who Madge is. She is a girl from District 12 that Katniss is kind of friends with throughout the trilogy. And no, I do not ship that. I'm forever a Peeta and Katniss shipper. You will find that out throughout this video. I just can't, like, have them not be together. Like, I love them so dearly. And I am all for female-female relationships. Trust me. But Katniss and Peeta, man, like, there's nothing more perfect for me than them. Sorry. They have, like, very few scenes together, so nope. The next one says, I wish there was another big death to get Katniss going. Another death to kick in, and she starts going rampage avenging them. She kind of already did, but more. I do not want more. Literally, the ending of Mockingjay was so freaking torturous. I cannot think of more freaking deaths. And this is kind of spoilers for the trilogy, so if you don't care, whatever. But there's two really big deaths at the end of Mockingjay, and one I will never be over. I literally threw the book across the room. I'm not even lying. Back in middle school, when I read that, it hurt so freaking bad. I was like, oh! It was over. I mean, I felt like my life was over. I mean, my life was all about those books at that time. So, when he went, it hurt. I know what you mean by bringing, like, more power to see her reaction to, like, people's deaths, but it was already really painful, so I don't know if I could do that anymore. The next one is one I just cannot relate to. So I was sent a screenshot from an old tweet that I responded to, and it is John saying, I'm not trying to get roasted, but Finnick was overrated. What? Finnick Was Overrated, if you don't know who he is, I am sorry for you. Here is a whole picture montage. Go. You see the beauty, but there's beauty inside. And he's one of those where you don't see it at first. He's hiding. He's hiding from us. And then as you get to know him, like, you see the beauty inside of him as well. And all the pain and the struggles he's been through. And he's the youngest victor of all the Hunger Games, one at 14. I would love to read that, by the way. He is my first book boyfriend. I used to be really crafty, and, like, I made this sign that said Finnick Was Overrated. Like, I had way too much time on my hands, because, like, why? But now I just put it in the back of my shelf. Finnick Was Overrated, man. So he is not overrated for me, and you can have your own opinion, but it hurts. It really hurts. Because he's seriously one of my favorite characters of all time. Maybe it's the nostalgia that I have around him, but I love him. The next one is another from Julie, and she says she actually loved Mockingjay. And this is kind of an unpopular opinion because a lot of people didn't like the third book, Mockingjay. And I'm also a lover of Mockingjay. And then she said, then again, she read it in 6th grade, so it doesn't really mean anything. It means something because it was a good book. Okay? Thank you. It was good. And then someone said, was she though? Was she right? She was right. Okay? Another unpopular opinion, which I don't think is very unpopular, it says Gale is the worst. And I fully go with that. He is the worst. That's why he didn't get a Funko Pop. I believe it. Who likes Gale, and tell me why, because I don't get it. And why did you ship him with Katniss? I truly don't get it. Not a single bit of me gets it. The next one is from my friend Zach, and we've had heated arguments over this, and I cannot relate. It says, Peeta wasn't that useful. I will back up Peeta till the end of time. I truly believe he was useful. I really do. Katniss was more of the action and like keeping people alive and everything like that. That's very obvious. But Peeta made people like Katniss in the games. And it is very important that people liked Katniss. She got freaking sponsorships and things sent to her that saved their lives because he made people like Katniss. He made a whole storyline to make people like Katniss. And it's very possible that the games wouldn't have gone the way it did if he wasn't there and make people like her, because, you know, she didn't care to try to make people like her. And he was all about the crowd and twisting words and making sure to get people on his side. I loved how like manipulative he was with the Capitol people. And we can never forget what he did in Mockingjay with, while he was being spoilers, by the way, while he was being hijacked and completely screwed over in his head, he still warned District 13 that they were about to be bombed. Do not tell me that was the only useful thing he ever did. I will never relate, but you cannot deny that that was important, because they would have all died if he did not do that, and he sacrificed himself. He knew he was about to get beat up after that. So Peeta is a beautiful being. He is the sweetest little dude, and I will not ever relate to people calling him useless. He was useful in a different way than Katniss was. I look ugly right now, but I thought of another argument, and it's important. We cannot forget how he, with his words and everything, manipulated the careers to get them to go away from Katniss. He was acting like he was on their side to hunt down Katniss, but actually the whole time he was protecting her. I don't think things would have gone the same if he didn't do all of that. Okay, fight me if you want, but he's a smart bitch, okay? The next one says, Catching Fire is the worst book in the series. I don't relate to that either. Like, that one's my favorite in the series, and it introduces Finnick. So, and I don't know, that games is just a lot more interesting because it's all a bunch of victors from past games, skilled fighters, skilled killers, like, fighting to the death. That was a lot more scary because it wasn't just children, it was people who had done this before, had successfully won the games before, all in one bubble. And I just feel like all the character development and everything, like, I can't get over that. And I just absolutely love how Peeta and Katniss have their first real kiss in this book. It was the first time she ever like really felt something other than just, oh, we need to play this up for the cameras. Like, she kissed him and he gave her a pearl, and like, I can't. The next one is, I don't know if this is unpopular, but I despise Peeta and Katniss's relationship. I know it was fake, but still. P.S. I love your content. Thank you for that part. But no, it started fake and then it flourished into something real. Like, how do people not understand? It was fake, at least on Katniss's end, because Peeta always had like a little like, ooh, she's cute, but it was fake. And as they went through traumatic experiences together, obviously that brings people together. People can bond, and they slowly got that bond, and they truly fell in love. And I will not have people telling me that they didn't truly fall in love, because they truly fell in love. I will never believe something different. The next one is Katniss is ace. The YA market at the time just demanded that she end up with a love interest, so Collins was unable to give her the proper ending she deserved. How I feel about this one, I have nothing against ace people, asexual people. That's great. I would love to see that more in books, but I just really like find Katniss and Peeta's love story so beautiful. I know, like, as an asexual person, you can be in a relationship. It just isn't like sexual. I'm not the most educated person, so I'm sorry if I'm messing up with that. And I see the lines that people are getting, like, clues that she is. But a lot of people, like, take out, like, she said to Gale one time that she didn't want kids. And I truly stand behind the fact that she said she didn't want kids at that point in her life because she saw the games and she never wanted to raise kids just to do that. I truly believe that once she found happiness with PETA and the world was better, I feel like she really truly wanted to have children. But, you know, we'll never really know. That's my interpretation of it. I have no problem if she is. It's just like, I really love Katniss Katniss and PETA and the children. Like, I don't know. Someone said Mockingjay was a complete disappointment. Your opinion. I enjoyed it, so it's okay. I think the books are so overrated. I read Hunger Games about 6 years ago and it put me in a 4-year reading slump. Dang, that's a long reading slump. Oof. I mean, we all have our own opinion. Like, I think some books are overrated that other people don't. Like, it's okay. You don't have to love it. I'm allowed to love it. You don't have to love it. It's fine. As sad as it makes me, Prim had to die. I agree. I feel like it was a full circle sort of thing where Prim started this whole thing where Katniss felt the need to volunteer for her sister, and the fact that they went through this whole rebellion just to have Prim die in the end anyways, I don't know. I just feel like that was a cool way to end it. Even through all of that, she still couldn't save her sister. And it's really sad, but she saved the world. Just couldn't save her sister. I don't know. It's so dark and sad, but I feel like it had that extra oomph to it because she died. The next person says Prim's death was pointless. PETA is stupid and I don't ship him with Katniss. Mockingjay sucked. I don't know if that's unpopular though. That one just hurt and I have no comment. Okay, next one. Katniss was never attracted to Gale. She just thought she was supposed to be attracted to him because of what he'd done for her family. Also, he was low-key a piece of shit. I will stand behind that. This one hurts. I love him, but PETA was weak. Like, get up. What is you doing, sis? Katniss only had feelings for Gale because she felt she owed him for helping her and her family survive. Had to die in order for Katniss to realize Gale was crap. I agree that Gale was crap, but PETA wasn't useless, and we already went through this, so I'm not going to talk about it, and he wasn't weak. The boy made it through, okay? I don't think that's weak, but whatever. I don't have a bad word to say about Hunger Games because it's amazing, but I did always feel like Gale deserved a bit more. I understand why he moved away and she couldn't forgive him, but it was almost like they found an easy way to cut him out of the picture. I don't disagree with that. I feel like there should have been more of a conversation with Gale at the end because it's just crazy that all that years of friendship just like ended with that and they never talked again. Mockingjay is the best book in the series, and that thing that happens close to the end that everybody always hates actually makes it more realistic. War is ruthless. Not sure if this is unpopular, but a lot of people seem to hate Mockingjay. I agree with that as well. Actually, no, I don't. Catching Fire is my favorite in the series, but I get what you mean. So, I agree. If Gale actually cared about her, he would still try to have a friendship in the epilogues. Also, at the time I read the books, I shipped Haymitch and Effie. Yes, Gale, exactly. Like, you just stated it exactly there. And I also shipped Haymitch and Effie. Their banter, like, is perfection. The first book is the best book in the series. That's debatable. It's really, really close to Catching Fire for me. Katniss was way out of pocket for supporting a new Hunger Games with the Capitol's children. Yeah, I don't agree with her doing that. Like, I get why she was so angry, but dude, that just needed to be cut out. Mockingjay was slow and boring to the point I couldn't finish it. RIP. Gale isn't as bad as everyone makes him out to be. I don't entirely disagree with this. I feel like a lot of the times I hate on Gale just because it's fun to hate on Gale. He's not awful. Like, he just wanted to protect his family and he did have his noble moments, but in the end I still don't really like him. So Prim had to die, but it was too late in the series. Should have been either end of book 2 or beginning of book 3. I think it was good for the very end of the book. I don't know. I just like it that way. I also low-key shipped Katniss and Haymitch. Ew. Don't relate to that. I totally shipped Katniss and Cinna. Ew, again, I don't relate to that either. Rip to Cinna though. Like, he deserved better. But those were all the comments that I got. Some of those were very painful and some were quite funny. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to everyone that left a tweet and a response on my tweet, because then you helped me make this video. Like this video, comment down below, have a good day, please subscribe, make sure to follow all my social medias which are linked down below, and go click the bell button which is right by the subscribe button which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.